Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is the case of the Johnsons.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Mrs. or Miss Johnson?
Soon to be Miss.
Sir, I was talking to her. Soon to be Miss.
Yes.
Mrs. Johnson.
Yes.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, I did. The child is now 18. I would like to be relieved of the child support payments.
Continue.
Because I've fulfilled my obligations in the amicable split that we had. So since the child is 18, I would like to be relieved of child support payments.
Okay. So, sir, how do you feel about that?
Ma'am, I don't know what kind of Afrocentrickery she's trying to run up in here, but it costs money to raise a child. I understand he's 18, but he's handicapped. He's special.
All right, folks, let's dive into this courtroom drama. The judge calls the session to order and Mrs. Johnson steps forward to present her case. She explains that her child is now 18 and requests to be relieved of child support payments, claiming she's fulfilled her obligations. But the father interrupts, revealing a critical detail. The child has special needs and requires ongoing care. The tension is palpable as the judge questions Mrs. Johnson about the child's condition and expenses. This case is about more than just money. It's about responsibility, care for a disabled adult child, and the legal obligations that extend beyond the age of 18. The father's emotional plea sets the stage for a heated exchange, and the judge's sharp questioning keeps everyone on edge. Let's see how this unfolds.
Okay, so now we're getting to the meat of it, because that's not what she just presented to me.
Well,
She
she's
just
acting
presented
special
it.
right now because she don't want to
Well,
pay this
sir,
money.
let's not do name calling. That's not nice.
I didn't call her no names, ma'am. I'm just saying she's acting special. All I know is this. It costs money to take care of this child. I don't have it.
When you say he's special, what type of disability does
He has
he
a
have?
mental disability, ma'am.
Okay. What type of medical bills does he have?
Currently, my bills are running about $1,800 a month. I have a garage. Obviously, by my dress and appearance today, I'm a simple man. But I make a clean living and do what I have to do. But I can only fix so many cars a day and have to put on helmets and change stuff. I don't have the time.
Okay, what type of medical expenses does the child have on a monthly basis?
He has rehabilitation.
Okay.
He also has some vocational training skills to help him. We're trying to get him out there on his own a little bit.
Okay.
And he also has a speech therapist that comes in once a week also to help him out.
Okay. And other than that, is he does he have any other disabilities or anything?
Not really, other than, her not being around ever.
Okay.
That's the only disability that's really got it messed up.
How much is rehab a month?
Rehab a month is $400, ma'am.
400. Okay. Does he go to a special type of school?
No, actually, the state sends someone to him at the residence because it's actually become more of a hindrance to get him somewhere than it is to actually take care of him at the home.
Okay. And you want to be removed from child support, and you hear about all of the care that it takes to take care of your adult child who's disabled, well, has special needs?
Your Honor,
Make this good.
I'm going to make this good due to the fact that I have been around, I do contribute, I am there. My job takes me all over the world. Not only do I'm an educator, but I also have another son as well too, who is 16. I'm in both of their lives. So therefore, I need a little reprieve because there are certain things that I need to do with cash.
The father steps in to defend his position, explaining that the child has a disability and requires extensive care. He details the monthly expenses, including $400 for rehab and additional costs for in-home care. Mrs. Johnson tries to downplay the child's needs, but the father insists that the care is ongoing and necessary. The tension rises as the judge challenges Mrs. Johnson, questioning why she didn't disclose the child's special needs earlier. This section highlights the emotional and financial stakes, with the father's determination to secure support clashing with Mrs. Johnson's reluctance to continue payments. The father's heartfelt testimony adds a layer of drama, making this a compelling and emotional case.
Certain investments I want to
Ma'am,
make.
when I speak, you stop talking, okay?
Sure.
You're doing a whole lot of talking and you're not saying anything, okay? Your child has needs that this man pays for. Rehab alone is $400 a month. Is this an expense that a doctor has told you that's going to be ongoing in the future?
Me, ma'am?
Yes, you, sir.
Oh, sure. This, ma'am. It's still going to go on. I mean, as far as, she's just worried about her needs.
What about
the people in hell need ice water?
What about the caretaker coming out to the home? Is that going to be something that's ongoing as well?
No, ma'am. That's going to end here actually in about 2 years here. It's gonna
2
end.
years.
Yes,
2
ma'am.
years?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
you are asking me to stop paying child support today? You know what? Ma'am, according to the paperwork that you provided, your child support is based on your annual income of $30,000 a year, right?
That is correct.
How much are you making now?
Probably a little more over 10,000
Okay.
over that.
You know what? Let me ask him, because I don't think some of the information you're giving me is very truthful. Sir, how much
ma'am.
money does she make a year that you know of?
When we first did the situation, she was making $30,000 a year. Now,
Okay.
by the way we dressed today, obviously one of us didn't come up. So I think somebody might need to talk to somebody or count some beans or something, because I know somebody making a little money ain't me. I had this garage by myself for 35 years.
But the child lives with you, correct?
Right. And I
Ma'am?
had to keep my other garage.
Ma'am, how much money do you make a year, truthfully?
Truthfully, about 42,000.
You make
But
40.
see, he negates to say.
No,
Okay.
no, ma'am. You made more money, and you tried to. First of all, I feel offended that you came into my courtroom and tried to downplay what the situation was, what it was in the first place. You made it appear as though this child turned 18 and your child support should naturally terminate. That's not what's going on. Your child has special needs that this man has been paying for, and you have gotten a $12,000 raise, in a sense, of salary.
Period of time.
And excuse me?
The judge takes control of the courtroom and questions Mrs. Johnson about her income. At first, she claims to make only $30,000, but the judge uncovers the truth. Her actual income is $42,000. He immediately calls her out for misrepresentation. Then the judge calculates Mrs. Johnson's child support obligation based on her true income and the child's needs, setting it at $471.70 per month. Mrs. Johnson protests, but the judge doesn't budge. He firmly emphasizes that the child's well-being comes first, and she must fulfill her responsibility. This is where the real courtroom drama unfolds. The judge's no-nonsense approach and Mrs. Johnson's growing frustration create intense tension. As the financial breakdown becomes clear, it highlights how the law always prioritizes the child's welfare over the parent's convenience.
See, that's the reason I got rid
Even
of
over
her
a
in the
period of
first place.
time. Today, you make more money. You make more money, and you just heard this man testify that a medical doctor told him that it's going to stop, the care coming to his home is going to end in 2 years.
2 years.
2 years, right? That
Then
is a long time.
Allow me a 2-year reprieve so I can do some things that I need to do.
Ma'am,
I don't have a problem continuing on taking care of my child.
The only reprieve you're going to receive here today is to start your child support obligation on a monthly basis to this man, okay? That's what we're going to do.
Is it continued?
Ma'am.
Because I've been doing.
Oh, yeah, it's going to go up.
Excuse
It's
me,
definitely
ma'am.
going to go up. Yes, sir.
Apparently, denial isn't just in Africa. It's here today.
Look, listen, sir. Listen. Your little innuendos, those are cute, but let's leave them somewhere else. They're not
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
take place in here, okay? They're not going to take place in here. And ma'am, your outburst, please. I'm not impressed.
I'm not impressed either.
No, you shouldn't be. You should not be impressed. You came into this courtroom and tried to misrepresent, and you just simply don't want to take care of your child.
That's the reason
That
we're
is
together
ridiculous. Ma'am, so you said you make $42,000 a year. According to my calculation, that's about $3,500 for gross a month. That puts your net resources at $2,948.13. Who carries the health insurance on the child?
That would be me, ma'am.
Well,
Well, the adult child, excuse me. You carry health insurance, and What were you getting ready to say, ma'am?
Both of us.
So the child is equally covered. Okay, great.
Yes, that is correct.
And I heard you say that you had a 16-year-old.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to base your child support. You get credit for the child that you already have. So your child support is going to be set at $471.08 per month.
Say that again.
$471.70 per month. Understood?
That's clear.
Okay. Is there anything further?
Well, I was hoping, ma'am, if I could get a little boost in that, because the youngest son, he currently is being tested as well for some problems that he may be having.
Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
The judge delivers her ruling. Mrs. Johnson must continue paying child support due to the child's special needs. She sets the monthly payment at $471.70 and emphasizes that the obligation will continue until the child no longer requires care. The father requests additional support for his 16-year-old son, but the judge denies the request, stating that it's not the appropriate platform. The case is dismissed and Mrs. Johnson is visibly frustrated. This part delivers the resolution and key takeaway, leaving viewers with a clear understanding of the judge's decision and the importance of supporting a disabled adult child. The judge's firm stance reinforces the message that parental responsibility doesn't end at 18 when a child has special needs.
This is not the platform for you to be asking for an increase, and you just heard what this woman makes, and you heard me do the calculation based on what it is that she makes.
Well, I just asked, ma'am.
No, sir. That's not how these things are done.
I mean,
You cannot get an increase from what she's making. What she makes is what she makes. Child support is based on a calculation. It's that simple. Now, if you want to do something later and file something in court once it's been diagnosed, what your other child may have, then you can do that. But until then, is there anything further?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. You all may be dismissed.
And you want a clown.
These wing together now.
Now let's break it down from a legal perspective. This case highlights that child support obligations can extend beyond the age of 18 if the child has special needs. The lawyer explains that under Texas law, parents are required to provide ongoing care and support for disabled adult children. The video ends with a call to action, encouraging viewers to share their stories and subscribe for more insights. This case is a powerful reminder of the importance of family, responsibility, and the legal obligations that come with parenthood, especially when caring for a child with special needs. It's a lesson in accountability and the sacrifices required to ensure children's well-being, no matter their age or condition.